Hi, welcome to Pete's Corner, and I'm your host, Andrew Bay. Now, we've covered a variety of topics on Pete's Corner this year, whether it was OSU's homecoming or the city of Stillwater itself, and it would be easy for you to characterize the city of Stillwater as just some hick country town on the Oklahoma plains. But this week, we're going to do our best to show you how diverse the city of Stillwater and the university really is. Whether it's on-campus organizations or hole-in-the-wall restaurants, Stillwater and the university is home to a variety of different people. And one of those on-campus organizations is quite prominent. Founded on the Howard University campus in May of 1930, the National Panhellenic Council aims to bring unity of thought to the nation's Greek letter organizations. Here on OSU's campus, the council governs the predominantly black fraternities and sororities. Reporter Abria Hilliard went out and is going to tell us a little bit more about this organization's impact on campus.
Talk to a member of OSU's National Panhellenic Council and they will proudly tell you the Greek organization's campus history. NPHC President Joseph Brown says his fraternity, Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated, was started on OSU in 1987. Brown says NPHC members are prideful of their history because it wasn't always easy for African Americans to get an education.
All of NPHC was founded during a time where it was a privilege to get a college education for African Americans in the United States. And when they got there, they faced significant challenges. So our organization serves as brotherhoods and sisterhoods to help each other be successful.
NPHC is a group of 6 predominantly black fraternity and sororities. They represent the campus's only African American Greek community. Because they are members of the Greek community, you would think they live in something like this. Or this. But the members are scattered throughout Stillwater. NPHC advisor Darius Jones says the organization needs more members and help from alumni in order to secure housing.
It would take a lot just to see where the house will be built, who's going to donate funds, regulating, making sure no incidents happen in the houses.
Because many people may not know about NPHC, a lot of effort is put into campus events to make students aware of their organization. Fundraising events such as this one for breast cancer allow the members of NPHC to let students know they exist in a creative way. Strolling is when members move together in a line and express their pride using organizational calls or hand signs. But Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated President Lauren Henley says there is more to NPHC than strolling.
It's really nothing more than just awareness in a different form. Instead of us, having a sign saying this is what we do or this is what we do for fun, we showcase it by strolling or stepping.
No matter your race or ethnicity, if you're interested in joining OSU's chapter of the National Panhellenic Council, go to the NPHC website at gogreek.okstate.edu. For Pete's Corner, I'm Abria Hilliard.
NPHC will be at Greek Discovery Day, March 28th, a great time to learn more about the council and meet some people that are involved. And now, coming to college can be a life-changing decision. It can affect the job that you get and the friends that you make for the rest of your life. But for most students, that doesn't involve leaving your family and friends over 6,000 miles away. Reporter Natalie Price has a story of a student whose venture to Stillwater was a little bit longer and much different than most.
Oklahoma State University has attracted many international students from 109 countries over the past years. Statistics show that for fall 2014, there are 1,966 international students enrolled and taking classes here at OSU. Out of these students, 565 are from India. Each international student has their own story as to why they chose Oklahoma State to further their education. International student Manmohan Thorat from Mumbai, India, decided to look for specifics when picking a school after being faced with many options.
So I was looking for something that's good at engineering, something that's not too hot, not too cold, something that was big enough but not too big, and something which had a focus on sports. And with all of these things was something that I was interested in.
Manmohan was able to find all of these qualities here at OSU and decided this was the place for him. He currently studies mechanical engineering, and in his spare time, he enjoys photography. The Oklahoma hospitality was shown to him early on in his decision-making process when OSU was the first college to offer him a scholarship.
That made me think that maybe OSU actually wants me, rather than me just applying to colleges and just accepting me. It felt a little more personal.
Little did Manmohan know that the college wasn't the only one who wanted him here. After coming to OSU and settling in, he knew he wanted to make the best out of his college experience. He was given the opportunity to be a founding father of Alpha Sigma Phi, a fraternity on campus. McMowen says that joining this organization has helped him connect with the American culture and has provided him with a family away from India.
The fact that I could call someone my brother on campus away from home is something that really attracted me towards fraternity life or Greek life in general.
Although McMowen has adapted well to the American culture, he still notices the culture gap between the two countries. When asked what the biggest difference was for him, he responded with the answer, personal space. McMowen has a positive outlook, however, and instead of focusing on what is different, he looks at what is similar.
Once you accept that, then the differences come into place. And then the differences would be like how the people are, how they were raised. And sometimes you say something and they take it in a different way, but you didn't really mean it. So you might come across as quirky, or maybe somebody who doesn't understand the culture.
Being away from his family has been tough at times, but Monmoen is fortunate enough to be able to go home during the summer months. He says his parents' #1 concern is that he will be a changed person upon returning back home. Monmoen plans on not staying in the United States and going back to his first love, India, after graduating. For Pete's Corner,
Thank you, Natalie. And while many students like Mamahan currently call Oklahoma State home, it's still hard for students to see what life would be like as an international student. With things like showers, heaters, and seemingly endless supplies of Dr. Pepper readily available, many students take them for granted. But Courtney Brown found one junior here at OSU that gained a little perspective when she welcomed a very special visitor from overseas.
If you attended the recent Cowboy football game against Texas, you may remember the halftime fireworks show celebrating OSU's Branding Success campaign. What you probably didn't notice was a little girl from Kenya sitting around the 25-yard line, mesmerized by the spectacle of seeing fireworks for the very first time. Stacy is visiting Oklahoma from the Nyanza province of Kenya as a member of the Light the Future choir. Stacy and the rest of the choir are on a 2-month visit to perform at the churches that sponsored the Maisha Project, a faith-based nonprofit headquartered in Oklahoma City. And she says the fireworks were one of her favorite parts of her trip so far.
It has many colors that are very good. I like them.
Stacy also had her first experience with snow this month.
It's more fun than throwing snow for people.
Maisha, which means life in Swahili, started as a feeding project in rural Kenya, but quickly grew to include the operations of an orphanage, a medical clinic, and the Maisha Academy, where children like Stacy can receive an education aimed at breaking the poverty cycle. Stacy has been living with the Humphrey family in Choctaw since she arrived in early October. The Humphreys have sponsored Stacy's education through Maisha since their oldest daughter, Emmy, who is a junior at OSU, met Stacy on a trip to Kenya in 2011. Emmy says seeing Stacy spend time on campus has given her a renewed appreciation for her college experience.
It's the fireworks, it's the getting ice cream, it's the car wash, just being able to go through and see how excited she is for these little bitty things that we just usually don't even realize or kind of think about, and just to sit back and look at her and her joy and her happiness just radiating from those little bitty events.
She also says Stacy's visit has helped her see OSU through the eyes of an international student.
With Stacy being here and just going through and showing her and realizing, okay, most people don't know what we do here in Stillwater. Most people don't know what homecoming is all about and all the other little things that we take for granted, thinking that everyone basically knows, just being able to do that. So it's given me a better appreciation on just how international students come in here and how welcoming we need to be for them.
Even though Stacy will be returning to Kenya soon, she says she wants to return to OSU for college someday.
When I grow up, I would like to come here again.
So next time you're upset about walking to class in the snow or angry about the score of a football game, take a cue from Stacy and remember that every day can be a great day as long as you're an OSU Cowboy. For Pete's Corner, I'm Courtney Brown.
To learn more about the Maisha Project, you can go to maishaproject.org, or to donate, all you have to do is text your name and a donation amount to 41444. Now we're going to take a short break, but when we get back, we'll talk a little bit more about some new organizations coming to campus and some international cuisine you can find in Stillwater. See you soon. Welcome back to Pete's Corner. I'm Andrew Bay, and this week we're talking a little bit about diversity here in Stillwater and on the Oklahoma State campus. And you can be a part of a new tradition that Kerr Drummond is rolling out as they're trying to change the college culture of fun. Reporter Sandra King has the scoop on why you should get involved.
A new tradition is brewing on Oklahoma State University's campus. Kerr Drummond RAs present the Exit Fest, which breaks through college cultural norms that take place after hours on a typical Thursday night. What started out to be a $500 program turned out to be a $5,000 success with the help from sponsors by RHA, Community Council, and academic and wellness initiatives.
Looking at everybody who showed up, I'm really stoked about how everybody came out.
Exit Fest promotes exiting out problematic behaviors that has staked its way into college culture. The festivities are targeted to every and any student around campus, regardless of culture and class. The festivities start at 8 p.m. to 2 a.m. at the Kerr Drummond Mezzanine and will be continuing at least once every semester. The program has many opportunities to invest your time in for a good cause. Students donate one canned good for a total of 10 tickets each. The tickets are traded in for a wide variety of fun activities, such as a cakewalk where you can win delicious Debbie snacks, photo booth to dress up and capture memories with friends, Pie the Person, which allows students to release stress and frustration in a fun, safe, and controlled way, balloon darts with prizes, and even more prizes with a raffle conducted all night long, and a dance party with a live DJ where students dance the night away, a soda toss to quench your thirst when you're thirsty on a Thursday. And let's not forget about the delicious foods catered by Fuzzy's, Papa John's, and Bennett Hall.
Really? I was going to go to the library, but I think I'm going to stay here instead. This is a lot more fun than studying for 5 more hours. So I think I'm going to stay here and probably partake in some other activities, maybe eat again or so.
Exit Fest is a fun alternative for everyone to enjoy. Be a part of the tradition where friendships are made and laughter is shared. For Pete's Corner, I'm Sandra King.
Thanks, Sandra. And while many international visitors will return to their homes outside of the United States, some will stay. Reporter Hope Sears has the delicious story of one person's journey to bring the taste of the Middle East to Stillwater, Oklahoma.
Many international students may find it hard to adjust to life on campus. Sometimes they may want a little taste of home. Ron tries to give it to them.
Because I'm Persian, I'm from Iran, and everybody asking for our culture and food and what we serve and things like that. And every once in a while, included in the Indian buffet, I put Persian food. You feel homesick. I don't know if anybody ever been in that situation, but it's not a good feeling. And I feel for these people.
Ron did not always live in Stillwater. However, he has lived in many different places, and he came back and helped the community in his own way. Currently, Ron owns a grocery store, a buffet, and a hookah lounge, providing a taste of home, but also a place to explore other cultures.
Mostly we serve Indian food. We cook I cook the lentil rice, white rice, and chicken masala, vegetable korma, mata paneer, and then different. We change them.
For me, Sultan Market has the things that I usually eat at home. So it's very important, and they offer halal food, which is a specific type of meat for us.
Ron doesn't really need the money. He has run many successful jobs around Stillwater. He currently owns a few buildings on Main Street, so he does this because it's a passion and for giving back to the community that invited him in as their own. For Pete's Corner, I'm Hope Sears.
Thanks, Hope. But what if you want to cook some of your own exotic foods? There's many places to buy raw ingredients in Stillwater. You could choose 20-something or one of the other on-campus markets. Consumers is always a choice, or you could choose one of the 2 Walmarts here in Stillwater. But maybe you want something more exciting, and if so, reporter Maddie Cunningham may have just found the place for you. This week, she ventured into Stillwater and found a bubbling business filled with authentic Asian cuisine.
Do yourself a favor. Don't let the homemade signs in this marketplace scare you off. This authentic Asian food cuisine experience is well worth the venture to Lewis Street.
Our store is mostly Asian groceries. We have, Japanese, Korean, Chinese, Vietnamese, Thai, basically, Asia cuisines, Asian snacks, and we do have fresh produce and meats. So we're just on a small scale.
Crepe Myrtle Market is a family business owned by David Shaw. His wife, parents, and in-laws also help him to keep up the store. This place has just about everything, and rightly so. They import directly from distributors overseas, from juices to chicken feet, to a variety of ceramics and cooking tools, and even shoes.
Basically, we're the only store in Stillwater that will sell like the full array of ramens, instant noodles, and the sauces, spices, and all that.
Since its establishment 5 years ago, David has been introducing Stillwaterians to a variety of things. And with hundreds of items to choose from, Crepe Myrtle Market can easily satisfy anyone's craving for adventure and search for a new taste in their mouth.
And so it's more interesting to venture out and try something new because the world is so big, but we're trying to bring the world to Stillwater. I mean, at least for Asia anyways. That way you can at least experience, and one day you'll travel to that particular country and might say, oh, I had that, I already know what that is. So it's always good to expose to new things.
Whether you're searching for your new favorite drink or want to check out their variety of soy sauces, the market is open Monday through Saturday from 10 to 8 and located at 613 South Lewis Street. For Pete's Corner, I'm Maddie Cunningham.
Thanks, Maddie. So as you can see, this town of 45,000 on the Oklahoma Plains has a lot more diversity than you might expect. We'll be off for Thanksgiving, but join us in a couple weeks as we learn more about the graduate programs here on campus. Thank you for joining us this week and learning a little bit more about what's around your campus. Again, we'll be off for Thanksgiving, but we'll see you in a couple weeks. Thanks for watching.